What's happening, everybody? I'm Todd Tanner. This is Wrestling News Now. I picked a topic that I'm going to talk about here. For half a century, what is now known as World Wrestling Entertainment, originally it was called the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, or the WWF. Then it was shortened to WWF. For years, Vince McMahon has been at the helm. And one thing about Vince McMahon, he's a visionary, he's creative, well thought out individual, organized to the core. And the WWE has become a juggernaut of an organization, extremely powerful, has made millionaires of untold wrestlers. But the question is, why did Vince McMahon sell WWE? After all these years, after having built a monolithic empire, why now? I did some research of my own, and according to Sportskeeda, the reported reason why Vince McMahon made sure to sell WWE to UFC, the apparent company of Endeavor. That's the name of the article. And oftentimes, what I like to do, I do my research, I do my homework, and I always cite in the videos the sources that I retrieve my information from. So here goes. Very few fans back in the 2000s thought that Vince McMahon would be selling WWE, or World Wrestling Entertainment, at any point in time. However, he did sell it. And on top of that, he sold it to the parent company of the UFC, Endeavor. Last year, due to multiple accusations levied against him, Vince McMahon was forced to take a step back from his roles in WWE. He stepped away altogether, and it seemed like he was retiring. That's what we thought. It was apparent. But did he ever use the word retire? However, at the beginning of 2023, he returned as Stephanie McMahon, who had stepped in as co-CEO in his absence, left the company. It soon turned out that Vince McMahon would not be involved at the level that he had been without concentrating on the creative direction of WWE. He left it to Triple H instead. Vince himself would focus on selling the promotion. And Triple H has done a magnanimous job. He's done a great job. As a matter of fact, the fans worldwide, they love it. They love the work that Triple H has been doing. The storylines are believable. The fan base is excited. You know, you have an organization and a company that has been around seemingly forever, and it will continue to exist. So kudos to Triple H, and kudos to Stephanie for all the hard work that they both did. So as I said, it soon turned out that Vince McMahon would not be involved at the level that he had been. Without concentrating on the creative direction of WWE, he left it to Triple H. Instead, Vince himself would focus on selling the promotion. There were rumors that he was considering selling WWE to Saudi Arabia. But when the sale was finally announced, it turned out that he had sold it to Endeavor. As for his reason for selling it to the UFC's parent company, here lies the mystery. It seems there's a lot of speculation within WWE. Fightful Select reported that they felt when Vince was looking for someone to buy WWE, he was looking for a company that would keep him involved in the future of the product. Well, that sounds logical because he's been doing it for so long, and it would be strange not to have Vince McMahon around. Even though he had said he would be happy to sell it to a company that would not keep him involved, he eventually chose a company that ensured that he'd stay with WWE. The report stated that several other companies felt Vince's involvement would be a hurdle, as WWE has shown it can be more successful without him. Whether this is true or not remains unconfirmed. So the question is, what was your reaction to the sale of WWE? Feel free to sound off in the comments section below. I'd be interested in finding out. And while I'm recording this live video here, if you have suggestions, if you have ideas, if you have a particular wrestler that you really like, that you would like for me to profile, hit me up in the comment section. That's the only way I'm going to know. That's the only way I can find out. There's so much happening within the world of professional wrestling, and I'm trying my best to cover it all, one story at a time. So do you think that the sale of the WWE to the UFC is a good idea? And what do you think the future of the WWE will bring? And how about this? Why did Cody Rhodes have to lose to the tribal chief, Roman Reigns? I'll talk about that in the next video. Till next time, I'm Todd Tanner for Wrestling News Now.